Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've brought you 10 Subaru models that I think you should buy. I could have added a few more Subaru models to this list, but for now, I've compiled this list based on my own favorites within this brand, so it's possible that there will be another list of 10 in the future. Sit back, follow me, and let's get this video started. In 10th place on the list is not a rally legend, nor is it a particularly interesting Subaru, but for us it could be. Many of us collect simple everyday cars. The XV, or in other markets Crosstrack, is a floor-high compact SUV which is essentially an Impreza. Well, this XV is just a simple everyday car, thanks to Sinstar. The detailing isn't particularly outstanding, but it's all opinable and the price isn't expensive for a mid-level model, so if you like this kind of model, it's not a bad buy. I also put a Sunstart in 9th place. This is the WRX STI. This model still exists from Automobile, but now we are analyzing opinable models. The price was much higher than the Auto, but it is opinable, and for some people who don't collect resin models, this is a good alternative. But even though it is opinable, unfortunately not all of them are. Only the front two doors and the hood can be opened. I already had this model in my hands and I was quite hesitant. But as soon as I saw the Auto, the choice was clear. I'm not saying it's a bad model, I was just shocked at the price for a model that only partially opens. A Solido can do that for a much more reasonable price. I also brought an everyday Subaru for the 8th place, and this is the Forester. This model is a potty model, so it is a much more detailed model than the previous two and is mostly only available from China. I have this model in my sights and hope to get it this year. Of course, everything is opinable, the seats are adjustable, and as usual with the Potis, there is always an extra working part. The price is also very reasonable, so this model is definitely worth getting. In terms of details, I would put it in the category between a Kyosho and an autoart, but it is substantially cheaper. 7th place for the autoart Subaru BRZ. I really like this car, but only autoart has released the Subaru version, because as we know the Subaru BRZ is essentially the same car as the Toyota GT86 and the Scion FRS, but with different bumpers and minor modifications. This model was still a fully die-cast model, although if I remember correctly the later Rocket Bunny version was composite, but perhaps only Toyota existed. Actually, it doesn't matter because I think it's a great model. Fortunately, you can still find them on eBay and they are not difficult to get for the price of a resin model. The GT86 and the BRZ are both models that every Japanese and Subaru model collector should get their hands on. If you don't have it yet, you should buy it now because this model will soon be a sought-after model. 6th place for the Subaru Legacy Potty. This model was incredibly cheap about 3 to 4 years ago. I still wanted to buy it, but hesitated until I missed out. Of course, this model brings the quality you expect from Potty. I think it is a beautiful sedan, but unfortunately it was expected to sell out quickly. If you like a bit more casual cars and collect Japanese models, this could be a very good choice for your collection. In 5th place is the Japanese domestic version of the autoart Subaru Impreza Bug-Eyed WRX STI. This model was for a very long time a not very sought-after model. A couple of years ago it started to become a desirable model, so prices started to climb. I can't even count how many of them I had as I always bought one, but I never really liked it because of the low rear spoiler. Now it's a bit different, and unfortunately I could only buy one converted one for a reasonable price. The price has not yet gone up to the level of a Blob or a Hawkeye, but it has become noticeably more expensive recently. If you don't already have one in your collection, it's worth getting. It's an old but nice model. I hadn't planned to use this model for the 4th place, but while I was making the video and we got to the Bug-Eye, I remembered that there is a wagon of this. I had one of these models and I honestly regret selling it. Considering the price, it is more expensive than the regular sedan and I think it is nicer. I really like sports wagons, so I don't know why I didn't think of it. This model was also released at the same time as the sedan, but for me, it's the holy grail of bug eye. I put it on my bucket list. In third place, a huge favorite of mine is the Subaru Impreza GC8WRX STI. AutoArt doesn't officially indicate that this would be the top model in the Type RA, but the roof vent and manual window lifts are telling. There are two colors of this model, the basic Subaru blue and a white, which I think is beautiful, but more substantial, I think rarer. It's true that it's an old autoart, but I think it's the nicest sedan opening GC8 ever made. I know the newer autoart is much nicer, but I really like it. In second place is the Blob Eye Impreza WRX STI. That model has also become quite rare and difficult to obtain at a reasonable price. Compared to the Bug Eye, it is a big leap in quality with nice details that are even more beautiful than the Bug, and it shows in the price. IXO and Automobile released street versions later, but the Auto is what I can say is a good alternative. True, the Auto is an unopened resin model, but the AutoArt Blob is 2 or even 3 times more expensive, but a beautiful model from the heyday of AutoArt. In first place is the Subaru Impreza WRX STI Hawkeye. Now, many of you may ask, but why not the Impreza 20B? The question is legitimate, but I will explain from my point of view. For me, this Hawkeye is the most beautifully facelifted of the new age Imprezas. I really liked Subaru's image at the time, and I think the AutoArt did a very nice job with it. Unfortunately, as happened with the Bulb Eye, this model became a sought-after and rare model, and the alternatives were very limited. Automobile has released this model, but they have the S204 in blue, and Kyosho Samurai has the same model but in gray. However, the AutoArt is the real deal. Thank you for your attention. I want to know your opinion, so please write in the comments section which is your favorite 118 Subaru model. Don't forget, I will be back next Friday with a new video. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please like it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you don't want to miss out on similar content, please hit the bell icon. See you in the next video.